Hey, everybody.
All right.
We're at the Kill Tony recap show. It's Ericka Lesa.
Abraham Boche.
Seth Lawrence.
Kristen Lundberg.
Yes.
We have our guest, Kristen Lundberg, here with us tonight. Kopus is here. We have a very surprise guest.
Yo.
There he is.
He's in the back.
We have a surprise showing up. So, and it's not Kopus.
'Cause
So
he's already here.
We'll keep you
Yes.
posted.
Yeah.
Super fun night. So
Back in the main room tonight.
let's
Yes.
just get into it.
Right, let's do
Hell
it.
yeah.
Let's do.
First of all, yeah, I just want to say I thought it was really cute how Tony is letting Brian Redband read some of the ad copy in the beginning of the show now. It's really good. He needs to practice reading, and
Yeah.
I think it's a wonderful opportunity that he's giving Redband. So,
So
Right.
nice. So
God,
nice.
Tony is he's just a really generous guy. So
I mean, that homeschooling is really taking effect.
Right?
I love it.
And not to mention that he also uses the product not only for the boners but for the hair.
yeah.
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 That's
Yeah.
great.
Oh, he
So we'll
really uses the products?
I hope so.
Oh.
Because
Yeah.
he used to go to 7-Eleven. and
Right.
buy
Oh, that's
the
right.
Blue Rhino
And get the
pills or
rhinos.
whatever they
Now
are.
he
Yeah.
just does it all in one with the hymns.
for hymns.
For hymns.
hymns.com. We'll take a
There
check
it
anytime.
is.
Beautiful.
So then, so the Harry Potter, was that the theme?
Yeah,
Yeah,
dude. Kill
the
Tony
band
Band
was-
was Harry Potter people.
With
That was-
the brass, what is it? Top shelf?
Top Shelf Brass Band.
Man.
Top shelf brass
They
band.
sounded
Which
so
is-
good.
The band that-
Aphrodite
Oh, yeah, dude.
plays with them or
She
sings
does.
with
They
them.
She
actually
does.
just
Yeah.
sang at the Union Station for this
Yeah.
holiday, and Aphrodite.
In front of the
just-
big Christmas tree and everything.
Yes,
Yeah.
I was there. It was,
I was like,
awesome.
Rocking out.
Go, Tony!
Yes.
Yeah.
Whatchamacallit? Jeremiah did great. That character.
Yeah,
Jeremiah?
Snape. You don't know
Oh
who
my
that
gosh.
is?
he was
Snape.
he was
Snake?
snaping.
Snape.
He was
Gosh,
snaping
Professor
around.
Snape.
He's so good.
I
though.
love him.
I love
Yeah.
Harry Potter.
Oh yeah.
He fucking did
And-
great.
I'm a millennial, so I totally dig Harry Potter.
I think
I'm
it's
not a millennial.
I think it's all right.
Yeah.
I've been to Edinburgh. You know, that's where
Ooh.
Really?
the books were written.
On napkins.
Yes.
Yeah.
I thought it was funny
Wow.
how they made a reference as to how this was the most minority or whatever
Diverse.
diverse.
yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they said it's
Yeah,
way.
dude.
They said their
Yeah.
Kill Tony cast was way more diverse than the Harry Potter movies.
Yeah, because
It
the Harry
looks like-
Potter movies are all white.
They
dude.
came from East
Yeah.
LA. This cast was from East LA.
Yeah. I love it. I love it.
Oh, yeah.
So then, they started off with Dan Nolan.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. I've seen him around quite a bit. He's been on the scene a long time. They said he's been on the show, off
Few
and on,
times,
like,
yeah.
A
for
few
5
times.
years.
I've seen
Right?
him before.
Been going- yeah.
He was good.
Yeah, he hits the scene all the time.
So what's this about him being a heroin addict? Did he-
Yeah.
I mean, what is there to say? He was a heroin addict.
was he?
Yeah,
okay.
he went to rehab.
Oh, is
Yeah.
that how he
Sure.
gained all that weight?
And he gained
I-
100
That has
pounds.
to be
Much
why.
weight.
He blamed the commute and sitting, right? Eating
Yeah,
donuts.
Right.
yeah. He said
That's
he likes to eat
hilarious.
I mean,
donuts.
I don't know what the side effects of
I
heroin
believe it
are.
'cause
I do.
Yeah,
you know,
I
is
could
it weight
tell you
gain?
what happened.
Tell
Is
us.
it weight
Get off
gain?
heroin.
Because I thought
Yes.
is for-
no,
yeah.
No. So when you stop taking heroin, you get sugar cravings. So
Uh-huh.
all
yeah.
the people that
Wow.
even do
I think
pain
it's
pills,
the same for a lot of.
you opiate
drugs,
users
I
know
think.
what
Yeah.
I'm talking about.
I must have been on heroin. I love sugar too.
I did
So-
meth for plenty of years, and
I mean,
I
what?
gained about
Really?
100 pounds
You
myself.
did meth. yeah.
Yeah.
And then you.
So
Yeah.
I gained about 100 pounds.
I did meth
thought meth
too.
was to
and
lose weight.
I am.
You're fine.
Again,
Nah,
we do
I-
not condone drug use on this show.
Yeah,
I do.
Sometimes.
I do.
It's fun sometimes.
Yeah. What are you talking about? Kopus is a shaman.
Yeah.
We use psychedelics.
I know. I remember.
I thought it
was
was
Seth
here
does
last
not
week.
condone drug use.
I don't
We've
condone
been
drug
in
use.
spiritual journeys.
Yeah, well, that's great.
One time I turned into a bean.
A bean.
Yes, I was the only bean.
On
That's
VeggieTales. You were in a
I'm a
VeggieTales
bean
episode?
No,
now.
I was just a geometric shape.
I
and I
thought,
was like, let's get out of here.
That's hilarious.
I love
I
it.
thought it was funny how he talked about how he shit in his pants
Oh.
During
yes.
2 fights.
during 2 fights.
Yeah.
That is hilarious. Who doesn't have a story about shit in their pants?
Oh, dude, you don't have a story about
I
shit?
mean,
You don't.
we all did when we were babies.
No,
right?
as an
Babies.
adult.
As
Yeah.
an adult.
No, man, we got
No,
some
not
good
as an
shit in
adult.
story.
I have a really, really,
I
really
control
bad
my
one.
bowels.
Do you want to? Can I tell you real quick?
No,
Side note?
we got to
Yeah.
move on.
Really?
Just kidding.
We
So
kinda
good.
do.
No, sure. Tell your crap story.
Okay. Oh, all right. So
Yeah.
I was feature dancing, stripping, naked club. I had the shits. And
Yeah.
I
What?
pooped on stage.
What?
Ooh, like a
Oh.
UFC fighter. Just like
That is
Yeah,
crazy.
shit
middle of it.
in my little G-string
So-
on stage in
Ooh.
Florida,
So
South
what did you
Florida.
do? What did you do?
Snap.
Left
How were the tips
stage.
that night? Were they good?
I don't know if anyone
Wow.
noticed, but
Really?
it was really bad.
How do people not notice that?
I don't know.
Was it to
Okay.
the song?
There was
I
also
like the
a hot-
way you move.
It was so bad. It was like a
Your
really
mouse
horrible thing.
I love it.
That's
I love
hilarious.
it. You kept
So-
them distracted though with the nudity, I'm guessing.
Probably.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she's all, look at my boobs, look at
Yeah.
my boobs.
This is the first time I don't want you to look down.
And then they're like, "Oh, she has chocolate."
Chocolate.
It was
She
pretty
left us
bad.
some treats.
Shit on stage.
Oh
That's
my gosh.
hilarious. I one time I picked up my girlfriend, and I before she got into the car, I thought I had gas, and so I was like,
Nice.
oh, so I went like this, right, sitting down just in the car,
Oh,
and it wasn't
no.
gas, so I was like, oh my
You
god,
sharded.
I sharted.
Oh
So
no.
she gets into the car, and I'm like, this just roll down the windows. No, it's hot. I'm like, yeah, just roll down the
Oh.
windows. Right?
But then
you
you gotta
woke
get
up.
out of the
my
car.
place. Well, we got to my place, and I'm like, hey, why don't you just go inside really quick, and I'll meet you inside. So she went inside. I got out really quick, went to the back, got some stuff to clean it, and I cleaned it up really quick.
Oh, it was
and
on the seat?
It was on the seat, and it was a rental.
Oh, new
Right?
It was
car.
a rental.
Oh, a rental.
It was a rental.
Oh.
So you could totally see
good.
the spot. It went
That's
through.
nice. You're
It
leaving
went
it
through.
behind.
Fuck
my
fuck
gosh.
Avis.
Thank God for Febreze.
Avis can
Oh
clean
my
up that
God.
shit.
Yeah, leave it.
Was it
progressive.
Avis? I just know it was Avis.
$250 cleanup fee. So I thought that
my
was
God.
funny.
Gross.
Who hasn't shit in an Avis?
Right. Of course.
Okay. we got
jeez.
sidetracked. Sorry,
Yeah,
guys.
yeah, that-
I'm
Chris
sorry.
Heist.
Chris Heist, man.
Oh, yeah.
This guy's been going up. I've seen him like
He's
in the
gone up
last
quite
month
a
3
few.
times.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who's,
Yeah,
the,
dude.
who's the little Mexican dude that gets up all the time?
Julian.
Julian. She
I love
said
the way
right
you
away.
said
He
that
said that
too.
with
Julian.
disdain.
So nice. Yeah.
Julian.
Right.
Chris Heist. So he's approaching
Yeah.
those odds.
Right. What did he talk about? Oh my God.
He talked
He
about
talked-
wasps.
The wasp.
the white Anglo-Prostons something or others. That's what it is. It's a
Yeah.
acronym for white
Yeah.
Anglo.
Old term.
Anglo-Saxon Protestant.
Oh,
People don't say it anymore.
Yeah, it's a white person, basically,
Yeah.
is what it
I
is.
Okay.
sometimes
A
Who
rich,
says
like a
that?
well-off white person. It's a New England term.
they're like those
Oh.
waspy
Yeah.
people.
Yeah, yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
It was
that's
like
what
one
that
of
was.
It's like a super New England term.
not the actual bee or the
No, but then
insect.
he
The
analogized it to the actual wasp.
Right.
Yeah.
That was his conspiracy theory analogy.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
well,
say it
I
fell
wasn't
short for
following
me.
it.
I mean, I followed it the
Well-
whole way, but because I'm smart like that, but it fell short.
I like how Tim Dillon
Well,
clowned
we just
him.
I didn't even get to say anything about Chris. I'm sorry, his outfit.
Chris Heist.
Yeah.
What is there to
His-
say? He wears the same thing all the time.
I don't know.
I heard
What-
he's coming out with a fashion line.
Is
Yep.
he?
I
love
think he
it. It's
makes
one
those
outfit,
clothes.
and it's his own.
Yeah. He's going to sell it in
He's gonna
Skid
sell
Row.
that outfit
he
when he
makes them.
changes.
Please.
I like how Tim Dillon clowned him and said, "Hey, you should about his podcast." And they said, "Yeah, all your equipment would fit,
Fit
in
in
the tent."
Yeah, dude.
Oh.
He hit him hard
Hilarious.
on the homeless.
that was a light breaker.
Yeah.
Joel
The
actually, I
lights
think, had the
went
best
out.
joke during Chris Heist because they asked. He said people either think I'm a millionaire or I'm homeless.
Right.
And everyone's like, "Who thinks you're a millionaire, dude?"
Right.
And Joel from the back's like, "The homeless."
Boom.
So good, so good, Joel.
Oh my god.
Well done.
Oh, he said he
Jimenez.
was he's a substitute teacher.
He used
Yeah.
to be.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah, he used to
in
be.
Florida. Yeah.
That's pretty sweet, dude.
And then he did math tutoring at a Florida college.
Right.
And they
Yeah.
called him Kill Tony Jesus today.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they,
It was,
they
it
call him
was
that
a
every
highlight
time.
for me.
Yeah, you
I
start
just
praying.
thought it was
You
like,
start
yeah, I was
praying?
like, yes.
You start praying, Kristen.
Yeah, I did.
Forgive me, please. Hear me.
Forgive me.
Hear
And
me.
then who? Oh, Evan Leslie
Evan
was up
Leslie
again.
Jones.
Evan.
What is there to say about Evan Leslie Jones? I
It
think he
was
had an off
funny.
night tonight.
I liked his joke about the nose job and then asking
Yeah,
the
and then
chick,
the titties.
about
I
yeah,
didn't-
like
When did you break your titties?
right.
Yeah.
For
that was
me-
pretty good. I'll give him that.
Really? Because I felt like it was super basic.
Yeah, I was
And
like, you
honest-
don't break titties. Like, that
Of
doesn't make
course you don't break
technological
chit-
sense.
Yeah.
Not
no,
only
it doesn't make
But
sense.
he
you
was
squeeze 'em hard
saying
enough?
it like it was like he thought it was funny because it was a model who got a nose job. Well, duh, she's a model. She has a nose job. We live in
Right.
Los Angeles, and she
Right.
has fake tits. This is all obvious things.
Yeah, but
not funny.
Well, anyway,
I
I'm
think
just
this
saying.
was. I think
we don't have
his-
time to teach a comedy course.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah,
are they?
yeah,
Yeah.
Shout
Hey,
out.
hey,
Hey,
hey.
what's up, dude? Anybody have anything?
So Travis
anything
tells
to
us.
add or? what?
Amir
Hi,
Khalil.
Amir.
Hey,
Amir,
what's up,
what's up?
Amir?
What up, dog?
What's going on, brother?
Christopher Rubio.
I know
Hi,
you hear.
Christopher
Rubio.
Rubio.
Hell yeah, Christopher Rubio, what's up?
And Nate Benatelli.
Banditelli.
Nate
Banditelli.
Banditelli.
Yeah.
Banditelli.
Got a nice motley crew
Banditelli.
tonight. Welcome, guys.
That's a delicious name.
Who?
Donatella?
Donatella. We got the
Chris,
yo
Dan,
yo
yeah,
yo.
Gregory.
Dave Gregory.
And then a friend of mine used to work with, we'll call him Shredvin.
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 Is that his
Shredvin.
What's up? Thanks
current
for
alias?
watching, man.
Oh, yeah, that sounds German.
Shredvin. Is he just out of Ukraine?
Are you saying because you're shredding vag?
Oh.
Shredding some.
That's nice.
Shredding event. All right.
All right, so.
Okay, Evan Leslie
yeah,
Jones. He talked about drug dogs and how he wants one.
Yes.
Yeah, saw that.
That part all fell short for me.
That was kind of funny though. If you think about it, I mean, if
course you would like it.
Well, of course, come on.
Freaking meth head.
You know, you can find some drugs, some friends that have drugs. You know, take
Yeah.
your dog. You know, be like, hey, find it.
Yeah, go get
Yeah.
it.
So we
right.
got reminded.
What
again.
about Devontae Green? Oh, I'm sorry.
Are
I
we
didn't
still
mean to
talking
cut you
about
off.
Leslie?
Yeah,
Do we
his,
need to,
his
though?
bisexual black girlfriend.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh! Of
So-
course. You
Oh,
wanna
yeah,
talk
we
about
didn't
her.
talk about
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
And also, it's
That's
like
all.
the most times I've heard the R word said for any one
Retard.
comic on stage.
Oh my
Oh
gosh!
my
yeah.
gosh,
I missed that
was
word
fucking
though.
hilarious.
For real, I missed that word.
Well,
Yes.
Oh,
We're
we're gonna
getting
get
there.
there. We're
yeah,
getting
we're
there.
getting there.
Yeah, kill Tony or Tony Hinchcliffe.
So
yeah.
retard though, I don't think is that mean of a word.
Well, I
No,
mean, to retards it might be.
They don't even know.
I
they're
like how
retarded.
Tony was like, you might be a retard, but here at Tony, the
Yeah,
Kill
you're
Tony,
the
you're a
smartest.
genius.
Yeah. Yeah.
That was hilarious.
Yeah.
And how his dad stayed home and is cooked and cleaned, and then they started.
That's what I
clowning
do,
him.
dog. Is that
That's-
funny?
Oh,
Is that
they
funny
clowned
to you?
him
Yeah,
hard
that-
for
Well, they
that.
clowned him on
Yeah.
that. That was hilarious.
know.
They were like, "Oh, now we know
You
where
really
you get
clean?
it from."
Yes.
Oh.
Why do I look filthy? You look so
No.
surprised.
I don't know.
All right, come over to my house sometime.
I will.
That was.
I'm sure
that
it's
was nice.
clean.
It's
Will
not.
you?
It's terrible.
Yeah, yeah, I will. I will go over to your house.
So, was
Or
he
dinner.
really in special ed from second grade to high school?
Until high
I mean,
school.
that's what he
That's
claims.
the entire
Yeah, that's like
length
all of school.
education.
As soon as they
Yeah,
knew they could
that's
figure
it.
out he was retarded, he was put in the special ed class.
He read pretty well, so I mean, he
Well,
read
I mean-
actually better than Red Band. So
Well,
he
I
did.
don't-
Oh my
I think
goodness.
I think that says a lot.
right?
I think we all know.
I had sex with a man who was possibly the R word,
Okay.
and I knew that because
Reformed
he said that
Ravishing.
Christian is the R word.
He was ravishing.
well, because he said
Ravishing.
I was like, I wish it were a full moon tonight, and he was like, just wait until midnight.
I get
It was
it.
upsetting.
I love that that's your baseline.
It's not the whole baseline.
That's
Oh,
funny.
that wasn't the only thing he did. Did he also, before dropping
He
you off at
didn't
your
really.
apartment,
He didn't really
crap
speak.
himself?
He didn't really speak a whole lot.
Yeah.
the
That's
entire
all he
time
said?
Anyway, no, that was like one of the things. But he didn't really talk a whole lot, and then when he did, like that was the thing, and I was just kind of like, you know,
Yeah. Yeah.
get out of my
that's
dad's
funny.
white van. I'm
I
done
love it.
kidnapping you.
That is.
This was not
that
worth
would
it.
creep me out.
You are
actually.
not going to fetch enough money.
I wouldn't like that.
Leave.
So Devontae Green,
Devontae Green.
this guy
Devontae Green.
brought it. He has a twin brother.
He brought
He
it?
was
yeah,
really
yeah.
funny.
He
and-
lives with 4 gorillas.
Oh,
Yeah,
oh,
that
yeah.
was super.
When the gorilla talk
Hilarious.
started happening, that's when I started chomping down on my gum. I went through half a
Oh my
pack.
gosh.
Yeah,
At that point, I
And
went
Julian's in
through
the back
most.
like, yeah.
Okay,
The
so-
Apollo 13 was eating it up.
Well,
They were
wait
like,
a minute.
Oh, yeah.
Kristen and I were up top with Kopus, and we were with a group of black comics,
Yeah.
and they were not
Everyone
happy.
was upset.
And
They
the
were
one
all upset.
comic
Yeah, they always
yelled
hate
back
it.
at him
I
that
was
we were
upset.
sitting with, said, "You need your ass beat."
Boom.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
The person sitting
Yeah.
across from us was like,
He-
"You need
Yeah.
your ass beat."
He was getting.
Aphrodite actually took her wig off and started waving it.
Oh my gosh.
Aphrodite
She
was
was
mad
having
too.
it.
I'm sorry.
She gets very indignant.
For having those hip problems, she got up real quick. Was like, oh hell no.
Yeah, she did not like it.
No,
yeah,
she
people
doesn't
were
like
holding
that.
her back and shit.
Yeah.
She was yelling at
Surprise,
the guy.
surprise. She doesn't like the racist talk.
Right.
It's amazing.
No, she
So
doesn't.
when everybody
No, she
went
doesn't.
crazy, Tony was like, "Oh, it's guerrilla warfare here up in here."
Yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah.
That
Never,
was-
Yeah.
That
Ooh.
brought down the lights. That was
Right.
I love
Yeah,
it.
it was interesting. Okay.
And they
then-
talk about masturbating in the living room. I was like, "Damn, bro."
jealous?
They told him he was like a Bill Cosby, but I don't know. I think he had good stage presence.
Yeah.
I think some of his stuff was funny.
Sure.
I think
But
it
then
was
when
funny.
it turned, honestly, to the gorilla part, it got
Gross.
But that was
Yeah,
during his
and
interview,
awkward.
right? That
I
was during
feel
his
that-
interview.
I
It
feel
wasn't
that-
during his stand-up.
No,
or
it was during his interview.
It was
I
his
feel
interview.
I feel like the fact that he's black and his roommates are black, and if he wants to call him a gorilla, because they can say that, it's kind of like saying the N word. They can say it and it's okay. So if they want to call themselves gorillas,
I don't think
They
that-
didn't. He wanted to,
Yeah.
but it didn't
Yeah.
sound like
it
anybody
didn't go
else
over
wanted
well
to.
with the group.
I think
Where's
it was
my
okay
gum?
for him
Where's
to say
my
that.
Yeah.
gum?
I
Here we
don't
go.
think it's an idea, a good one
I think
for
it was
anyone.
all right.
What stress gum you got tonight?
Right?
Oh, I
We
love
have
it.
Rojan Kim.
All right.
Okay,
Rojan Kim's my buddy. He's my buddy.
G Unit.
50 Cent's crew, it stood for Gorilla Unit.
There it is.
There you
there
go.
It is.
Thank you, Kopus.
Gorilla. Thank you,
Kopus
Kopus.
knows that.
It's not always negative.
Right.
No,
exactly. You know what
All
I'm
right.
saying?
Well,
They're-
the guys that were sitting next to us
That's
didn't
true.
like it, so
Sure,
I
no,
don't know.
Of course not, because that guy went up there and said something that they would never say because they're scared to say it, and he said it. So I
I
think
don't
it
know
was
if
great.
fear really.
Well,
Anyhow,
Yeah.
let's get into Roach and Kim. I thought he was the
Roach.
best tonight.
I loved him so much too. I thought he was really great.
He's
yeah,
decent.
he was
Yes.
very good.
He was,
He
so
was
good when
hilarious.
He ripped his hat off and was bald.
he,
His hairline,
he's 40 years old,
He's like
and he
halfway.
said that that's the way it's been since he was born.
hairline
Yeah.
starts
Right.
here, you
Yeah,
guys.
dude.
Yeah, it started
here.
pretty far back, and I could relate.
Then it got a little bit sad when we started talking
Oh,
about his
yeah.
mom,
Oh,
He doesn't have one.
and she didn't want to be a
I
part
mean,
of
he
his
has
life.
one, right? She's just not present in his life.
I'd be his mommy.
Oh yeah,
That's right.
Yeah, you would.
That's
He
right.
has a girlfriend though.
Well,
He does.
does that matter in this day and age?
I don't know. We could have a talk.
Yeah. Reach out, Roach and Kim. This is
But he
Kristen
was-
Lundberg.
I feel like you're saying Roach and Kim.
Rojan?
Like he's roaching.
Rojan.
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 Oh,
Rojan Kim.
Yeah, he called him Rogan, but he corrected that really quick. No,
Yeah.
it's Rojan.
Yeah.
Rojan.
Rojan.
Wonder how you spell that.
How dare
I
you say it
spelled
was
it
the powerful Rogan. Rogan.
Rogan.
I spelled it like
Rogan
Rogan.
Kim.
Really nice black gentleman that we're sitting next to, when Rojan was about to get on,
Yeah.
said, "Oh, that guy sucks. He's terrible."
Did
Really?
he?
Yeah, dude.
Before he even got up.
People were hating on Rogan before
he
he
did-
got up.
He did a good set.
Yeah,
He
he
did.
did a way
Yeah.
good set.
He did
Who
really well.
That's really mean.
I mean, he'd been doing
Well,
this
you
for
know.
about 5.5 years, right?
8
Wow.
years, he said.
8 years.
Wow.
8 years.
But in comic years, that's 5.5.
Don't
Right.
say
Is
that this guy sucks before they get up. That's
Just
really
gonna
not
take off
nice.
the-
Yeah,
3
that's
years.
fucked up.
You wouldn't
first
want
3
someone
years.
Anytime a
saying that
comic
about
says
you.
they've been doing it, it's
They're all
like
learning.
the higher it is, the smaller the ratio. So if they say it's 10 years, they've been doing it 8.
Oh,
They-
okay.
Kristen knows for this for sure.
The
Actually,
comic
this
timeline,
is she's the
according to
she
Kristen
would be
Lundberg.
No, she would be the authoritator on this.
Yeah.
The authoritator.
The
Heil Kristen
I used to
Lundberg.
lie.
What-
Well, I was
what
a
would you
couple
say,
years
authority?
in.
The authority.
Oh,
Well, I was a couple years in. I used to lie and say I was like, 3 or 4 years in,
Uh-huh.
that kind of shit.
Yeah. See,
So
I
she
would
knows.
lie. I would lie the
I'm
other
telling
way.
you now.
That's what I told. That's what I thought. I would like.
I'm an
That's
honest
why
woman.
I'm always going to be just in my first year of stand-up, forever.
so
you just
people
be
cut you
awesome.
slack.
Yeah, you just set the expectations
I
incredibly
think,
low.
too.
I wouldn't get up there and be like, I've been doing this for 20 years and then suck.
I know.
Anyway. All right,
you
who-
better not suck if you've been doing it for 20 years,
Exactly
bro.
my point. But if you're in your first year, yeah, you should suck, which is exactly where I fit.
Yeah,
so
I
it's,
guess that's
it's good.
true.
Yeah, but you have a mom, so shut up.
And
Right.
you don't suck that bad.
I don't see what that has to do
And
with
you don't
anything.
shit your pants, so
It
you're
doesn't
good to
have
go,
anything.
man.
Yeah.
And you've probably never done heroin.
I haven't for a while.
All
And
right.
no, I have never done heroin
So guess what?
since
What?
yesterday.
There's a surprise here.
Yeah.
There
Oh,
is.
yeah.
We need to bring
yeah,
him on.
The next,
Yes.
the next comic.
So we're gonna
person
hand
that
this off.
went
Yeah,
on.
the
Oh
next
wait,
comic.
yeah, the
Hell
person
yeah.
that went on next was
Yeah.
Alex.
So this
the
works
No,
out
key.
well.
wait. Johannes said.
Garcia.
Oh wait,
Yo, we
no.
forgot
Oh,
Johan
we
said.
forgot. Oh
It's
wait,
okay. We
let's-
can skip him. He was
Johan
terrible.
said. No, we'll let them touch on
Yeah.
it.
Right there.
Johansson.
No,
no,
Johannes.
no.
Oh, I'm
He
Johannes.
actually was-
Johans.
Oh shit.
Johans Collins, the Southern boy from Virginia.
He actually did really well.
Did
they
he?
gave him props. Yeah,
He
he
did
did really
good.
well because he
All
was
right.
a professional. He's been doing it, I think, for 9 years, and he
He
did
did.
really
8 years.
Oh yeah.
8
And
years.
Yeah.
he travels and does colleges.
I thought he was creepy.
I thought he was creepy. Here's
His
why.
beds were creepy.
Here's why. I thought he was creepy. Here's why.
I want to know.
Yes.
He had a set about talking
16.
to his girlfriend,
Yeah.
talking to his girlfriend about and like how his girlfriend talks about his his girlfriend's friends about how they're hoes and stuff, but he hasn't had a girlfriend since 2010. So that's creepy times 2 for me, because one,
So long ago?
you enjoy hearing about your girlfriend's friends and how they're hoes and stuff. Okay,
Sure.
I think that's kind of
I mean, as a guy,
sleazy.
Good,
always-
good point. No, wait. Guess what, Kristen? Good
But he doesn't
point.
have a girlfriend.
Good
He
point.
hasn't
I
had
was
one
gonna
for 12
say,
years,
too.
so shut the fuck up about that.
Okay.
Oh, hey,
Maybe
Kopus.
find another joke.
Can I say something about that?
What?
If you are a man and you're listening to your girlfriend talk about her slutty friends, you should say they sound fun.
yeah.
Yeah.
Preach. Go on.
That's the way to go. Or, you should probably say,
Why haven't I
why
met
are
them?
you hanging out with slutty friends?
Sure.
Because that's probably not a good place for your girlfriend to be hanging around. So it's like one
Yeah.
or two, I think. You
Unless
either
You
like
might be a
say-
little concerned, like, I wonder what you're doing while she's sucking all the dicks.
Right.
So you're just watching her suck all the
right?
dicks?
Maybe she's learning something. She could
Maybe
be learning.
she's learning.
Well,
sorry,
I
I
mean,
didn't
it does. It seems weird that you would just sit there and be excited about it in your head quietly.
Wow.
Yeah.
that
Why
was
not even make
so
it
full of
think,
innuendo?
Like, why don't you invite her over even?
yeah. Why don't they come on
something.
over?
I thought it was funny how he said in California you can't tell if somebody's somebody's 16 or 82. You got to ask them their name, and like if their name is
That
Ethel.
was funny. That was
Yeah.
funny.
That was
Ethel, and it's like, what? They don't make Ethel anymore,
And then it was
So-
Tony's
Yeah.
grandma's name.
right?
Yeah.
And Tony
But
didn't
it's
think
just
it was funny.
he knows a lot about that. It's like, I don't know. It's kind of creepy to me.
Yeah. So, Seth, why
Kristen
don't we turn
Lundberg's
over to the
freaked out
special
by
guest? We
age.
got a special guest
Yeah,
in
let's
here.
do. All right, we're outta here.
We got
Yeah.
Alex Key.
Alex the
Alex
Key
the
got
Key.
us.
in the
Yes.
house and give it up over
This
here.
is the one. Oh shit!
Yeah.
He brought the key to my heart right here. All right.
All right. So we've got Alex
is gonna fit over here.
and Kopus
All
is here.
right, the
Hey.
key's finally here.
Wow. Key,
How we
dude.
doing?
What do you guys think? What do you guys say now?
Oh,
Any
I gotta
comments,
say-
Travis?
I gotta say
No?
it's a blessing to be here. I fucking love everybody here. She is a comic genius. I seen you with your
Oh, thank you.
violin out, and I'm a big fan
Yeah, I
of your
do that.
Instagram videos.
Thank
They're
you.
always funny. It's
Thank
a
you.
pleasure to
Hi,
reconvene
Alex.
with you. You had a funny bit about me throwing quarters at strippers, which I found hilarious.
Okay.
I really love it to death. No, not on a
Just
not
don't-
on a
just don't
bad
hurt
note,
'em. Just don't
But
hurt 'em.
I really actually had fun listening to it, and I appreciate it.
It hurt your feelings a little bit, though.
My feelings always get hurt, though.
You
so
know,
I didn't
Alex,
say. Let me
you're-
just clarify.
I'm sensitive.
Let me
you know?
clarify
I'm
for
a sensitive
these
human
listeners.
being,
I didn't say you threw quarters at strippers. What I said was you were acting like the drunk guy at the bar who would participate
You said
in
fraternity.
that behavior.
And I wasn't a
strip
fraternity.
Club. I said strip club.
You said a frat guy at a strip club.
Oh, yeah.
throwing
Frat-
fraternity.
okay.
And I wasn't a fraternity, and I might have threw a nickel in my day. You
Okay,
know.
so there you
So
go.
I know. That's
So I
why
called it
wasn't even
correct.
mad at it. You know.
Okay,
It's
so
spot
don't be
on,
sensitive
right?
then.
what
Don't be
what a lot of
sensitive.
people who watch Kill Tony don't know about Alex is he is a real sensitive guy.
Yeah.
And he's a
Especially
nice
when
This
he
guy.
gets
kid's cool
drunk.
as hell, man. Like,
absolutely sensitive. You know.
he's always showing up to Kill Tony, all smiles, hugs, like shaking everybody's hand, being nice to everybody, just being goofy. And
Yeah, I'm a
and
goofball.
I feel like they kind of hated on him a little extra hard tonight, but that's also just like the nature of this business and going on the Kill Tony business. And,
Hey,
and they set him up. They
Absolutely.
set him up, dude. They were like, we need somebody to bomb, and then it's a fucking perfect. Okay,
Right.
the key.
Yeah.
All right, yeah, let's use him
and
as
it's
punching
totally
bag.
fine. One thing I do have to say about Kill Tony is the quality of comedians has been going up. Like, so everybody had such a great set. You need a heel, and I was proud to be that heel.
Yeah, you definitely need a heel. You have to have a villain. You can't have a show of all faces. That's boring. It's
Yeah.
boring.
Yeah.
So you play the villain
Yeah.
on Kill Tony right now.
Yeah,
you
dude.
are the #1 hated man on Kill Tony.
Absolutely. And I wear it like I'm fucking coat, baby.
Hell yeah, dude. And
Well,
look at look
yeah,
at his coat, by the
Julian's
way.
pretty bad too, but
I want to color in the rest of this on your coat.
Thank you, dude. It's like a fucking coloring book.
You really think though that they went hard on Alex because he tried to impersonate Louis Armstrong?
No,
Like,
no. It was before that.
yeah,
I didn't get through my
Oh.
punchline. But
Yeah.
at the end of the day, like it's all a blessing. It's all a blessing. I love it to death, dude. I did a 15-minute spot the week before, and you can only get so much off in 60 seconds if you're not writing those quick quipper one hitters.
Then looks like you gotta write some quick whippers.
I think frat guy.
That's our quick whipping.
I think frat guys
Absolutely.
in general though are like public enemy number one right now.
one,
If you're
yeah.
a white like frat guy,
Yeah.
then like
He's
you
Puerto
are
Rican.
probably gonna be hated.
Yeah,
He's
Yeah.
Puerto Rican.
You look like me though because I'm half Mexican.
Yeah.
And we both look
Yeah.
just like white guys.
Yeah, like soy boricua, but I'm a white-looking Puerto Rican that doesn't speak Spanish. If I went to prison, they would just all fuck me up.
I know we learned this in the episode. Today.
Right.
Yeah.
You just redid it. On the recap show, you redid your joke that they didn't like. So you're supposed to come with something new. Okay.
He's coming with a second chance.
We're
Don't-
trying to get to know the real Alex Garcia.
Yeah,
So-
why'd you bring this?
You
What's
know-
this Rubik's cube?
I just saw it and I appreciated the whiteness, like not in a
No, you
racist way.
didn't.
I was just talking about like in comparison to my shirt and my jacket,
It
like
does
this.
match.
That
So
was
you
it.
brought that so your
It's an
sweater looks
accessory.
dirty in comparison. So you could be like, look
Fair
at this
enough.
white new
Fair
thing
enough.
compared to this
Okay.
thing I found in the garbage can.
Alex is
That
notorious
kid's
for
trying to-
bad accessories. He did name himself the Key after a necklace
that
you
he
were
got
one
made
of.
fun of repeatedly.
Absolutely. But
Wait,
I
let me
did.
can I see the
I
key?
did tell Tony that it was the key to his mother's box tonight. That felt pretty.
That
good.
that was a nice little
Oh,
burn.
That was good.
That was a nice little burn.
That's
Steve.
my one little moment of success, but the rest of it sucked.
The burns were slowly rolling in, but I'd say like at the top of the show that joke that he did about the heroin. He said he'd only do heroin on special occasions. That he was just addicted to special occasions.
That was really great.
That was so
That
fun.
was
That
good.
was so funny. But I didn't like.
That
I
was
don't.
good.
How'd you feel about Dan? How'd you feel about Dan Nolan? Like when he was talking about being like the scooter, the bird scooter guy. What'd you think about that? Like,
I really don't remember his set, to be honest with you, like
Yeah.
very, very in detail. I do remember that he said that he was the he wasn't like in part of that. He was too good for the other position.
yeah, that's what.
Yeah.
That's what I'm
he
trying
was
to
like.
get at.
Oh,
That's
those
what I
people
want.
are pieces of
I have
shit.
a theory
Like,
of-
No, they're
those are-
animals.
Listen to what he said.
Those
He
are people
said-
that you work with,
No, he said the people who collect the birds are animals.
Animals.
Yeah.
Which I thought
That's
was
what I'm
a little.
referring
That's
to.
just
Well,
like a funny sentence.
I
I
have a
was
theory
like,
about
Right.
people
They're
that are in
savages
recovery.
because, sorry, I didn't mean to cut you, but
Yeah, I think that people in recovery are like the shittiest people on earth because A, they go and have so much fun, ruin people's lives, and then they get all judgmental.
Yeah.
And that's like
After
how it
their
is. Like,
step.
oh, I used to do heroin.
Yeah.
Now I don't even hang out with those animals. I would
Yeah.
never just.
Those
oh, that
animals.
type of
They
recovery.
collect-
I thought
like,
you
I
meant
work in the
property
office.
recovery. I thought you meant people that
Yeah.
recover property from things.
Oh.
That were, they're like the worst people.
he was
too.
like, "Oh, I work in the office. Those other guys are animals."
Well, what about everybody else? What about Chris Heist? What do you think about his?
I think Chris Heiss is very smart.
Yeah,
like I think
yeah.
that his
He's like
material
Marilyn
is
Manson.
his material
Smart.
is always very well thought out and everything like that. I think it's awesome. But back to the gorilla comment, like I just
yeah. Oh, I'm glad you went
yeah,
right
I-
to
Where's
that.
my gum?
I
Wait.
definitely want to touch on that because when I heard that, I got kind of uncomfortable as well.
I feel
And
very uncomfortable.
outside, Aphrodite was saying bye to him, and he was like, "Sorry for the gorilla comment," and then she was like, "Fuck you," She was like,
Oh
"That
my
shit
God.
wasn't funny to me at all," and it was just like kind of like a little awkward moment while we were standing together. So I don't think they appreciated it that much, even though he is black, like in
Yeah.
maybe he has a
G-Unit.
past, he does have a past, but I don't think that it was taken well, like with his fellow, comedians that were in the room.
Some of them did not like it.
Yeah, they didn't like it, and she let him know.
I say let the blacks sort it out amongst each other.
Yeah, I'm not here to get involved. That's for sure.
Yeah, absolutely. I just wanted to touch on that.
Yeah. Okay. So moving right
Going
along.
on-
Yeah,
can
dark
we
goes,
talk
my
about
mouth
Chris
is
Heist
full.
for a
Oh, well.
second? I want to
Yeah.
get a woman, like, on two ladies' perspective on Chris Heist. What kind of woman do you think goes for that kind of man? With the whole fashion statement, minimalist, if that's what you want to call it.
Old, getting ready to die.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I have my own thoughts about him. I think that Chris Heist just puts that costume on to do his show.
I was
don't-
just gonna say that
I don't
same
believe.
thing.
Well,
I
I'm
have
talking
my
about
own.
what kind of girls fuck Chris Heist. I just want to know what kind of.
Well, I
pussy
don't know
is
what he
bringing
looks like
back
when he's
home?
not on stage.
I think he
no
wears that
one.
to the Comedy Store. I
That's
think
what
when
I
he
think,
gets
too.
back home, he puts on his nice PJs that are flannel that match his top.
Right. I don't believe.
100%.
I agree
Oh,
with
really?
you.
He's got
I
a
think
place
so,
in
too.
LA. You
I think
know?
he has a robe.
I think I want
I
to
think he's
follow.
I think he's
Chris.
I think he's a robe man.
yeah,
He's a road man.
Yeah, and he just wears it open.
If he had that same outfit another day, I would
I'm
buy it.
picturing
but
that
I'm
I'm
right
starting a new web series following Chris Heist. I'm just gonna follow him around and see if he ever changes his clothes.
You gotta see him when he gets back home, though. I
Let's
think when he
stalk
gets
him.
back home,
Let's
he's got a
stalk him.
closet
Dude,
full.
let's.
Let's not
That's going on
advocate
Sometimes
stalking
News.
or.
He's got a
following
wardrobe.
people.
Okay, we're not stalking. We're not gonna stalk.
Occasionally,
him. We won't
sometimes
stalk him.
stalking.
That's much. That's a bit much.
He might have a fedora, you know. You never know about that guy, dude. He seems tricky.
He is tricky.
Yep. Talks similar to Christopher Walken. I've
Oh,
already
yeah,
touched
yeah, that's
on that.
right.
So. Yep.
Yeah, he's like talking like the honeycombs and stuff.
Gentlemen, do you guys have anything to say
What
to the
else
key?
I'm
I
talking
think I've said
about,
enough.
Oh.
Yeah, do you guys want to come over and chat it up with the key?
Go for it. No, William Montgomery.
Yeah, speaking about
What about the
William
fans?
Montgomery.
What are the fans saying? Anybody, or not the fans? No, we don't have fans.
I
Maybe
definitely
we
don't.
do, maybe we
You
don't.
do? I actually have never seen your act with the violin.
Oh, really?
I've never seen it. I really
you should
actually
check it
am
out.
very interested
watch
in
the
seeing
Dot
it.
podcast.
There's a little bit
She
on
just did it.
on my Instagram at Mammy Spanx, MammySpanx.
Shameless
Oh,
plugs.
the X.
We like shameless plugs on
I
this
love
show.
it. I love it.
Oh, Seth,
I have
hear
to.
that.
We thrive on it. We thrive on those.
Show I went to all year long.
Oh yeah.
So what
What?
show
The
is
burlesque
this?
show.
Oh my God!
Oh,
we
the
went to
burlesque
Kristen's
show.
Oh fuck! I forgot till just right now. It was the coolest show.
It was
So where
weird.
was
I saw
that?
something so cool. Guess what I saw? A
burlesque.
drag king. I never saw a drag
Oh.
king.
You never seen a drag king
That was
before
my
that
first
show?
time.
So
I
what
know,
is
I've
that
been
a
doing, I've
woman-
seen
I'm-
everything.
I'm a failed
Dressing
drag
up as a
king.
man? Is that a woman dressing up as a
Yeah.
man and then
Yes.
undressing?
Yeah, and
Yeah.
it was
Cool.
the coolest thing.
They don't have to undress. They can also just do the act as
As a man.
As an
Yeah.
You don't
entertainment.
have to
Yeah,
get
yeah,
naked.
sure.
It was really neat for me.
But she did get the one at the show did get naked, and she was super funny. Well,
It was
she
so-
didn't get naked, but she got
full on.
she got an underwear.
Alex wants to know where the show is.
Yeah.
Yeah, and she painted on the coolest thing. She had abs.
GPS me ASAP. Right
He loves
now.
it when women dress up as men and get
She had
naked.
abs though, and she had her breast taped down so good.
Oh, the
and-
contouring was
Yeah. Well, no, I mean,
I'm a little
I
bit
know, but it
chubby
was
right
funny.
now,
I
you
think
know?
it was made. I think it was supposed to be comedic.
yeah, it was.
I don't think it was supposed to look real.
I do have-
Kopus
Yeah,
actually
I should
told
hope
me
so.
that.
I do
He
have-
said,
I do
"Erica,
have one
it's
question.
not supposed to look
What?
real."
I
What
do
is the
have one
question?
question. I've never seen Kopus do stand up, and I heard he got on your show
He
the other
did.
day.
Yeah,
How did
yeah.
that go? I've been wanting to see him do.
I think it
do
went pretty well. How did
Yeah?
you? Do you want to come back and talk about how it went?
Yeah,
I
here.
was
Why
just-
don't you
so
come in?
I just
Here.
really want to know.
Here.
I want to see
Well,
a
let's
video.
finish
No, it went
talking
well.
about Kill Tony.
He was
Alex,
with
if you
well.
wanna,
He
wait a
was
minute.
wearing
He did
all white.
awesome.
He looked like a Backstreet Boy.
Yeah.
If you
Look like a
want to
DJ.
talk to us about that stuff, you can come on our other podcast, The Dot.
Dot.
But this
Okay.
podcast is mostly
Kill
about
Tony.
Kill Tony.
I just
Yeah,
wanted to
yeah, we
say
still
one
got
thing.
more comics to go
Yeah,
through.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
exit through here and let
Oh, you're
Kopus take
exiting?
my mic for a minute. Yeah, we got a lot of people here today. We got 6 of us
Gosh.
here, so we're
Yeah, why don't
taking
you put
turns.
it down and I'll scoot over and then Kopus can come
We
here.
just have a couple more comics.
William
Montgomery.
Montgomery.
Yeah.
I definitely actually got to know this man the other day.
Hell yeah.
He came to my buddy's apartment, and he's a great human being. You know, I
Yeah,
got to
he's
know
cool.
him. Got to know
He's
a little
from
bit of his
Tennessee, man. He's from
background,
the South. He,
right?
you know, it's like humble beginnings and shit.
Solid human being.
You talking about
Yeah.
William?
Yeah, William Dick Montgomery.
Is that his middle name, Richard?
No. I just feel it
He's
sounded
good.
good.
He's good. I think Kopus and I have a similar opinion
shit.
on William
Yeah,
Montgomery.
I haven't had the pleasure of meeting him in real life. Is
Nor
he
have I.
exactly the same?
I will tell you that for 8 hours after the Comedy Store at my buddy's house, he literally was the exact same person.
Yeah.
He was just in character the whole time, and he's such a great person. It was awesome.
So is that a character, or is he just a quirky guy?
You know, it's very hard to tell.
I'd say
It's
just a
very hard to
quirky
tell,
guy.
but he just kept going. My cousin Grace works at Applebee's.
Yeah.
And she's hot. And, my cousin Grace at Applebee's in the back, she was washing dishes and I was looking at her.
Yeah, but
and
like
it
the
was
question
just
is,
nonstop.
But the question is, does he
It was
have a
beautiful.
cousin Grace? No.
Yeah, how would
right?
I know?
My guess
right?
would be no.
But he seemed like, if you look into his eyes while he's telling it, like it seems like it's the truth. He was nonstop.
But that's the way he does his stand up, and like none of his stand up is true.
So he's into.
You know?
How
So
do you
he's
know,
a
man?
He's
A lot
either
of
like
it-
a
I mean-
super like talented
Yeah.
guy, or he has had a very interesting life, or he's a
both.
sociopath.
He has.
He
He's
could be all of
actually.
those. He could be all of those
imaginative.
things.
He's
Or all
actually
things.
a
Yeah.
fraternity brother. He's in a fraternity.
Yeah, your
And-
fraternity,
No, not my fraternity.
Skull
He's
and
in a
Bones?
fraternity in Memphis,
the
Memphis,
Illuminati,
Tennessee.
Uh-huh.
And
I think that's called the KKK.
Oh.
Oh, I'm just kidding, William. I know you're not in the KKK.
no. Yeah, no. William's a sweetheart, man.
Yeah, I actually think William Montgomery is a racist. Are you kidding me?
William Knocker. He is not. He is not a racist.
Why would I?
He's
Oh
a
my
little
gosh.
racist.
Yeah.
If he ever was, it was an accident.
But the good kind of racist.
He,
He probably just has a couple drinks and gets racial.
well, isn't he Irish? Irish went through a lot of similar
I
things.
mean, he's not from.
He probably just has
Ireland.
way too much respect for black men and is afraid and
And it's
intimidated by him.
awkward.
I am
Yeah.
too, though. Is
Yeah.
that racism?
Yeah, it's racism.
It is a kind.
I mean,
yeah.
I'm afraid
It's the
of
good
all
kind of
men,
racism.
though, so I guess I'm sexist.
No. So, fun fact about William is that he was like a cross country runner and a cyclist.
What?
Wow.
very,
Was
very
that
long time.
before
I
he
was
died
in
and was
great
reincarnated.
That's all there is to do in Tennessee. is
Yeah,
run.
man. He prides
That
himself
is not
on
true.
things and
Run.
to get back
That's
into
not
it.
true.
Hey, it is true, dude. That part was true. It wasn't
Yeah.
about an Applebee's story. He really broke it
Ran
down.
cross.
I challenge you, William, to
How
a
well
run.
did he do?
It was a
I
cycle.
challenge you.
Are you a fast runner, Kopus?
I can run at a good length
Thank
of time.
I
I'm
want
not
to hear a
saying that.
freestyle.
You're not
I'm not
convincing
saying
anyone.
I'm not saying that I'm fast. I'm just saying marathon style. Who stops first?
Oh, the
I think
challenge
I
is
could run
thrown down.
longer than you. You said he was a
thi-
marathon guy, right?
I think what he prided himself on was cycling, though.
Oh
Like
well,
if he hops on a bike, I think he might be able to.
He might be able to take.
he'll
it.
take me in a bike ride.
Whatever. No.
Well,
he
the
could
challenge
he
was
could
to
do
run,
both.
so there it is.
If
Take
you
it or
want to
leave it.
run, then we can run, William. We can run together.
Yeah. Well, hey.
I'll run too.
It was a pleasure of you guys having me on this show.
Are you leaving now?
No, I'm gonna give it up to Abraham. I don't want
All
to
right.
hog all.
Here's
the
what I wanted to
spotlight,
tell
I
you.
just wanted a little.
Hell
just to
yeah!
stop by
Wait,
and
did
see,
you,
you
did
know?
you
Alex,
already give
here's-
him the award or? Oh fuck! I'm sorry, you didn't get the award.
What?
Sorry, you did not win the award.
He didn't have the best set of the night. Sorry.
No,
I mean,
I
it was-
totally
Maybe
did
I'm
not.
not-
But here's what I wanted to say to you,
It was
Alex.
a lot of good sets, though. The
You-
quality of sets have gone up.
Yeah,
a lot.
you are a very likable, resilient person,
Thank
and
you.
I
Yeah,
respect
dude.
that very deeply.
Thank you.
Speaking
Yeah.
as one bomber to another,
Okay.
I respect you.
Yeah, well, I appreciate that respect, man. It goes a long
Yeah.
way, dude.
Hey,
Thank
man.
you
Yeah.
so
I
much
think you
for
have a
having me.
beautiful heart too. I think we're the same exact person. I just get away with more because I'm dating a retired porn star. Otherwise, people would think I'm like a piece of shit too.
Hey, well,
So,
hey,
you
more
might be
power to
surprised.
you, and thank you guys so much for having me on. Thank you so much. You guys
Hey,
are
Alex,
really
thanks for
funny.
coming on, man.
Thank you, dude. It was a fucking pleasure to be on this show. Thank you guys so much.
Thanks, dog.
You're welcome.
Now we have to deal with Abraham.
Oh shit.
I know, right?
Oh boy. All right, who's left?
All right,
We
so
talked
you
about
guys could-
Williams
Yeah.
a little bit.
Tune out now. No.
Yeah, goodbye.
No, wait.
Oh,
Hey,
we might need to
Here's
get
where we
another
lose all our
woman over
followers.
here.
Alex Garcia
Yeah.
is fucking great. You know,
right, I'm gonna
before
bring Ericka
before
back.
we even decided to bring him out here, I had asked him. I was like, "Hey, we're doing this podcast. You know, you want to come on?" He was like, "Yeah." I said, "Well, let me ask." I went to ask Ericka, and Ericka was like, "Yeah, let's bring him on."
Oh, see that?
Yeah, you're fucking great, bro. You're fucking awesome, man.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, one of my favorites. Shit.
Likable.
Yes,
Nice.
likable.
Nice.
All right, so
guy.
Abraham, you just came on the show to just kiss his ass.
So what was up?
Yeah,
with the, what was up
whatever,
with the impression
Abraham.
of what was the impression that he did?
What, Louis Armstrong?
Louis Armstrong.
Ah, no.
Ericka was saying that she can do the impression herself. Anybody can do that.
Yeah,
Ah.
they really hated it when he did it though. That was funny.
That
I thought it was. I
hilarious.
thought the impression wasn't that bad. I thought it was like a decent impression. Like
And then
I thought it was good.
The
I mean-
Megadeth.
I just
The
keep getting
Megadeth.
better. It was the best impression I've ever heard.
You've got to see Ericka do her impression of the Megadeth. Come on, Ericka. Please do it.
Do it.
Nope.
Can we each
That
do
was
a Louis
great, bro.
Armstrong? Can we just
Yeah.
go down the line?
Yeah, let's do it. All right. Abraham, you
The
start.
podcast manager said no.
What a wonderful world it would be. I don't know. Okay, that was
No, you
bad.
did. What?
Okay.
Oh,
wonderful. Yeah.
What a wonderful life.
What a wonderful world!
Alex, you're talented.
Kristen,
We just proved
It's
you're
all up to you.
talented.
I think it would help if you
No.
had this in your mouth. And then you sound just like him. Just take a big bite.
What a wonderful world.
See, here's the thing. I think you're making it harder than it needs to be, but I appreciate
You sound like you should be in the class with Leslie Jones, bro.
It's like
No,
it's
that
like
was
a
great.
good. I think it sounds good, but it sounds like
Retarded.
you're doing more than what's necessary
No,
to
it's
get.
good.
Because all you really gotta do, like, Louis Armstrong impression. Yeah. Just
There
like
it is.
hard-
I knew she would nail it.
So, are we at the lesbian girl? Or,
Danielle,
I'm sorry,
she-
the one
she's
that
not a
recently got
lesbian.
divorced.
She's not a
She's not a
lesbian.
lesbian.
She's
Oh,
a
okay.
feminist.
Danielle.
Yuck.
Same
Oh, did
thing.
anybody catch her last name?
Leslie,
I have her last
say.
name.
I don't know why I felt bad for her. She
Arse.
says she cries every day,
It's not arse.
and
Arse,
I felt kind of bad for her that she says she cries. Maybe it was an act, but I was like, damn, girl, and she saved her head
Well, if someone's
Let
paying
me
my
just-
to
bills,
save money.
Okay, here's that whole thing. I don't know if any of that. It just
Was
didn't
true.
make sense for me personally. I don't care for ladies that get up on stage and dog on men really hard, and then we find out that you have a husband that you're recently divorced from that used to pay all your bills, and you have a current boyfriend that told you to shave your head would be a good idea, so you did it. So you're what kind of feminist?
Yeah.
You're the kind of
that's
woman
true.
that does what for yourself? Oh, don't make your own decisions and don't pay your own bills. Not a feminist.
Sounds like she's learning.
Unfortunately,
to be,
not a feminist.
I do
she's
like
learning, and she
On the other
still
hand-
is learning.
Well, when
Yeah.
you're a feminist, you definitely would you shave your head because your boyfriend told you to?
No, I
And
wouldn't
that's
shave
never going to happen.
I'd shave
over
my
here in
head.
Save
Idaho.
money.
I wouldn't even shave my head if I had lice.
Me either.
I wouldn't shave my head if I had.
But what kind of
cockroaches.
terrible rebound boyfriend is this? Like you
That's
went from a guy that paid for everything, you were married, and now you got a guy who's like, hey, save money, shave your head.
Right.
How terrible of a rebound is
Kinda-
that?
That's such
Pretty
a
bad.
weird-
And then to sit there and bash men, though, that's the thing. I just don't.
Yeah.
Sorry, you guys, if you don't know me
I don't mind
personally,
if she
I'm the
bashes
retired
men.
porn star. I do not hate men.
Well,
I
what-
have no issues with
What
men.
did
Really?
she say to
That
actually?
surprised
I know it is. It's
Wow.
really surprising, but I don't. I don't like it when women do that. I really don't. I think it's unfair.
A porn star doesn't hate men. Wow.
Well,
Nope.
the only thing that I felt was, I mean, like, what did
Makes
she
sense.
say that was aggressive towards men specifically? Can we remember anything? Because I felt like just the attitude was a little aggressive, but she didn't say anything specifically that was like,
Correct. She didn't.
but it was like a very aggressive attitude. And then then she was like, "Oh, I have anxiety."
I
And
think
then,
she's just.
And depression.
Yeah, and depression. And then everybody's like, we all fucking have
Right.
that. And then I thought that South Park episode where Cartman is like, I have anxiety. I can't go anywhere. Don't you motherfuckers know I have anxiety?
That's funny.
I love the fact
She
that
should- yeah,
Tony
she
is
should lose the hat.
performing with her tomorrow. Like he's doing
Yeah.
her show, and he still was like, nah, fuck it, I'm gonna give it to you hard. You know?
Right?
Yeah.
Like, that
he was
didn't
like,
help
yeah,
her.
see you tomorrow, and you'll hate me then too. You know?
On the other hand, she can kick her leg up really high.
She can.
She
Yeah.
used
Right?
to own
You
a
seen that?
kickboxing.
Past her head, but she's kind of shorter lady, I think.
Yeah.
But
so-
she could kick it higher than her head. So it
Yeah.
makes it look really high.
And she's going through a divorce. Divorces suck. I'm sure she'll be
Yeah.
funny like in a
Damn.
couple of months. You know.
Yeah, well, at least she's getting a
not
lot
a
more
night.
tips. Bald-headed people get more tips. That's the truth.
But if you
Yeah.
have really bad anxiety to the point where you're about to cry all day, every day, how don't you think that it's like an oxymoron to get on stage and have people roast you? Like, why would you want to put yourself in that? If you have truly terrible anxiety, you don't want to, and you're not taking your medication, you don't want to stand on stage and have people roast you to
I
death. You'll
think
break
she-
down.
Because that's
took
not
it
what
really
she
wrong.
thought.
What a
That's not
comic
what
is,
she thought
Ericka.
was gonna happen.
Yeah.
That's not what she thought. What? Oh yeah, I saw
Yeah.
Wee Man there tonight, dude. That was
Some
awesome.
people ran up to him and were like, "Can we get a picture?" He was like, "No, I'm busy." And he just booked on them. I was like, "Damn, bro!" They were all excited too. That like the kid
I
from
saw
a different
him
state.
running away while we were
Yeah.
driving away. He
He wasn't
ran.
having it. He was like,
Yeah,
he's
man.
over it. He's
Wee
like,
Man,
no.
he's like Comedy Store Santa Claus.
He's
It's
like,
like,
I'm over it.
everybody gets excited when he comes.
Right?
All right, so we're at our closing thoughts. We're like 5 minutes wrapped. We gotta get out of here.
Woo!
Do we want to give out a Golden Pony Award for the night?
Oh yeah, the award. Yeah.
So who did best?
Roj, are we going with Rosian?
Well, we all have an
Rosen.
opinion.
So
Rosen.
Listen, I was gonna say Dan Nolan until I heard the thing about like, oh, I don't work with animals that pick up the bird scooters, and then I was kind of like, I kind of want to go with Rosian now because he doesn't have a mom.
That's
Fine.
funny.
Sorry, I just I feel like who you are as a person kind of factors into who should get the award too.
I agree.
I would say
think-
William Montgomery, but I don't know because I think he was just funny all
I don't,
around.
I like
I don't know
Willie-
who the
No?
fuck he. I mean, like he's cool. He's a regular. He comes on all
Yeah.
the time. I'm not really sure
mean-
as to who or what he is as a person. I'm not
Yeah.
really like.
My initial
still-
was William
I think
Montgomery
he's
too,
a
but
cool dude.
Kristen has a point because he is a regular and he does get
Well, he's funny.
minute.
He brings it. I mean,
but
if he
he
came
gets-
in to replace Malcolm Hatchett, that's because he brings it.
Yeah.
I'm
I
thinking-
think he
I think he's
deserves to
bringing
be
it.
on
Well,
a great
I
improv
think he's
show.
great.
I
Let's
just
have
don't
him
think he
on
does
our show
stand-up.
next week if he's available. We'll talk about
Yeah.
it. But the
Yeah.
Golden Pony,
Hilarious.
I think, should go to Rosian too.
All
I
right.
really liked
Rosian.
it.
All right, Rosian.
Rosian, you
Rosian,
win.
you're the winner of the Golden
Especially
Pony.
because they said he wouldn't be funny. He went up there and he killed it.
Yeah.
Yeah, someone
Yeah.
said
Yeah.
that. That was mean.
Yeah.
And
like
you're
he's- Kristen
Korean.
said, he doesn't
and
have
we
a
live in
mom.
Koreatown.
Yeah.
We do.
And I
that.
need the street cred, so
See?
for sure.
You win by default.
All right, you guys. So everybody's Instagram handles will be in the show notes.
Oh.
For those of you that can't read, you can follow me at Ericka THADOT.
Oh yeah.
Oh, ERICKA.
Yeah, that's not how you spell Erica.
All this will be inside the notes. I'm Kopus Maleni.
I'm Kristen Lundberg.
Abraham _ Boche.
We were with Alex the Key and Seth T. Lawrence.
There it
Yeah.
is.
So
Thank
love
you,
y'all.
guys.
Thanks for watching. I know we're getting a lot of haters out there too because we're like recapping Kill Tony.
Thank you to the
Yeah.
football.
Sorry, you guys should have thought of it first.
Yeah,
Yep.
thanks, Travis.
Yeah. What about this guy?
Fuck you!
What about this guy?
Thank you,
Come
Travis, for all your help.
Shout out to him.
Travis.
Oh, Travis. Shout out to Travis.
I'm telling him.
Shout out to Travis.
But
Yes,
Travis
and
is
the
not
fourth wall.
responding.
Our
Thank
manager.
you,
rock.
Travis.
Yeah.
Travis Clyburn.
All right.
All right.